know, Cisco, there's something I don't understand something about.
What is the trouble now, Pancho?
This rock. These rocks say this is the borderline between the United States and Mexico. Borderline. I look all over. I don't see no line.
Pancho, sometimes the things you do not see are more there than the things you do see.
You know, Cisco, you and me were two smart fellows, huh?
I think. Thanks, amigo, for including me.
Cisco, a fight. That is for us.
First, we must see what we fight for. Hold on to your head.
Follow us, come on.
Bandits in the American cavalry.
Hey, now we're going to fight, eh? You take half the bandits, and I take the other half.
No, we wait and watch. Venga.
¿Dónde? That one, he slipped on a bullet.
Halt! Platoon! Halt! Come, let us go to see him quickly.
Over the border where we can't go after him. Smart and treacherous, the leader of that gang. Well, that's the Cisco Kid and his friend Pancho. I'd know those horses any place. Well, at least we know who the bandit leader is. Platoon, attention! Forward! Column left! Ho! Attention! Forward!
This one will tell us nothing. He can only talk to his ancestors.
The dead may talk louder than the living, Pancho. Look, what do you see?
I see a dead Mexican bandit.
I told you. Sometimes the things you do not see are more there than the things you see. Look close.
Yeah, but this man is not a Mexican.
No, he's an Americano disguised. He does not only rob for himself, but he hurts the whole people.
That is not good to make himself look like a Mexican, and everybody would think all of our people are bandits. I don't like.
Look at the face.
Hey, I have seen his face before someplace.
Of course, in El Paso.
Carmen.
See, Pete Harmon.
Well, he would not ride with a Mexican bandit. He hates the Mexicans.
And the leopard Pancho cannot change his spots.
Yeah, but this leopard, he don't need such a beautiful belt. I think maybe
forget the belt. We go now to the Comandante of the American fort. There we'll learn more about this.
Well, anyhow, the belt has got a broke ornament. I guess it's not for me. Vámonos.
When you break a wild horse is to teach him who his boss. Now just keep your eyes on me and I'll show you how it's done. All right, let him go, let him go. I know, son. Show him who's boss. Don't let him throw you, son. Something strike you funny, mister, or weren't you laughing?
See, I was laughing. To laugh down from the top of that rocking horse, no?
Rocking horse?
You know, with a horse like that with your comfortable back, I learned to eat tamales.
And I suppose you could ride him.
See, he can, Sergeant, if you are tired falling off of him.
If it's for the sergeant, you'll have the best vaquero in all Mexico to broke that horse. And that's you, compadre.
Pancho, if he's a wise man, with a compliment, he can save his own neck. At your service, Sergeant.
Get on. He's only a rocking horse.
Let him go. Your mount, Sergeant.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it, senor.
Gringo!
Do not hesitate to call on me anytime you wish to tame the wild horses.
Wipe those smiles off your faces, or I'll put every last one of you on stable duty.
Sergeant McNulty, what's going on down there? The Cisco Kid. That's the leader of the bandits. Put him under guard.
Cisco, you did too good a job when you teach that sergeant how to ride that wild caballo.
Let us hope he stays on for many miles straight ahead.
But why didn't we stop to tell the captain we was honest man?
An honest man does not stop to prove that he's honest.
Yeah, but he couldn't hold us.
No, he couldn't. A lock, a key, and then the gallows. That's all. And that is not very hard for the Capitan to do.
Anyhow, he gave you a big rank. He called you the leader of the bandits.
That rank only goes to place me higher on the hangman's tree. Hey, Pancho. I know life's nice and peaceful, so sleepy in this sun. I think we better go there, huh? We find out why this Capitan calls the bandits.
No, I want to stay far distance away from there. That ain't good for my health.
For your health, you stay near to me. Vámonos. Vámonos. How calm and peaceful the soul of a small village. And how beautiful the smell of the flowers, eh, Pancho?
But my stomach tells me the fragrance of the bean in the pan to make the smell of the flowers back on top of the map. This is the place my nose tells me.
Mind the horses and keep out of sight.
Let out, you man! Search every building in town.
An angel. Oh,
You think so?
see, I'm an expert on angels.
Bugler! What's it?
Now I am sorry I did not bring the golden sandals from Mexico City. Have you ever seen an angel without golden sandals?
Oh, senor, you make my head get very, very deep.
You two wait here. I'll look inside the cantina.
Where does that door lead to?
My room?
Senorita, I must have the sandals.
Oh, see there.
Ellie, wake up.
Yes, General. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bandit. Have you seen a tough-looking hombre around here?
You are only one?
This is no time for jokes. Where's Rosita?
No.
Who knows? Rosita! Rosita!
Don't break the door down. I'll be right out.
Bullseye!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh. Don't be so rough.
Always the same little wildcat.
I warn you, you have...
There's a mighty bad hombre loose and won't let him hurt my Rosita.
Who is he?
He's the meanest, toughest bandit on the border.
Oh, such bad hombre couldn't be around here.
I'll make doubly sure.
Oh, my toe! I hurt my toe.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're safe now. My men have caught him.
You... Oh, Sergeant. These bandits, is there a big reward for his capture?
Why, you money-grabbing little minx.
How do you think I look with golden sandals, eh?
Your bare feet are good enough for me. See you tonight.
You can put your gun away.
Gracias, Rosita. You are an angel.
Who's that?
That is Gabriel with his horn.
The sergeant said you are a bandit.
Ah, he tells only the half. I am much more. I'm the worst bandit in the whole world.
Oh, you are?
But the lovely ladies have nothing to fear. Unless they betray me. Then...
Oh. You tell big jokes. I like a man that makes...
Well, where's the prisoner?
We have no prisoner, Sergeant.
Who ordered you to blow the bugle?
I didn't blow the bugle. Somebody must have stole it.
All of you, come with me.
Cisco, this ain't no time to make eyes the senorita. We must go pronto.
Wait, Pancho. Rosita, you know a man named Pete Harmon?
Pete Harmon? Oh, sure. He comes here very often. He's a friend of a friend of mine.
Put up your hands.
Senor, Senor, I never argue with the hot lead, eh, Pancho?
That all depends on something.
Get their guns. So you're the bugler, huh?
No, I'm Mexican.
Shut up. Hands up.
Oh, Sergeant, is this the bandit you have been looking for?
Yes, my little Rosita, that is him.
Ah, it's a good thing you come back to protect me.
Protect you. I ought to wring your little neck. Wait until your father hears about this. Take them away. See you tonight.
And so, we know nothing of the raid, Captain Luis. Sir, at Descanso.
Anybody there you can prove it by?
Well, Maria Cristina Luz de la Guerra, Juanita Clarita, Tomasa Jones, and the little brother was...
There was also the mayor of Descanso.
I wouldn't believe a word they say.
Well, I believe them. I think we've made a big mistake here. Now, Cisco, you say you heard the shots and that you rode up to see what was going on.
We watch, and when those fellows fall, we go to look at him, and what do you think we find? We find that...
He was dead, but very dead. So we could learn nothing from him.
You didn't recognize him, of course.
He was no Mexican I had ever seen before.
That's too bad. His identity might have given us a lead on the rest of them. Take off their handcuffs.
Yes, sir.
The sergeant, he has a touch as gentle as La Senorita.
Here are your guns, sister. I'm sorry we bothered you. And I'll take care that you're not annoyed again.
Thank you, senor. Adios.
Adios. Take care of yourselves.
I want you to follow them, McNulty. Cisco didn't fool me for a minute.
I understand, sir.
I'm positive he's the head of that gang of murdering bandits, and we're going to prove it.
Yes, sir.
I want you to keep your eye on him. Trail him wherever he goes. Sooner or later, he'll lead us to the rest of his gang.
Captain, I'd like to take these two fists of mine and beat the truth out of him.
No, that wouldn't work with Cisco. Don't have any arguments with him. Instead, be friendly. Try to catch him off guard. Use your head, not your fist.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and one thing more. I don't want Cisco without his gang. Don't bring him in alone, unless he commits murder.
Yes, sir.
Capitan is a smart man, eh, Cisco?
And you are the headless,
But why didn't you tell the Capitan that the dead Mexican was Americano?
because that was not the right place to be smart. The Capitan did not believe what he said.
Oh, he talked from the lips, not the heart, huh?
See, Pancho, the lips often call the heart a liar. If a man can read, he can find out much, Pancho.
Cisco, you got some brains. You know how to read, and that make it more easy for me. Well, what it is we want to find out?
What those men?
And the territory of Arizona achieves statehood until something drastic is done to rid the border of these bandits.
Those are very good words, senor.
Who are you?
The name is Cisco.
Oh, but the army thinks that we...
Our good friend, Captain Luis, he thinks we should learn more about the bandits, so we come here.
Oh, then you're representatives of the Mexican government? No, we just represent who we are. Well, I'll be very glad to help you in any way I can. Would you care to look over our back issues?
That I would like very much.
Well, you'll find them in this room.
Gracias, senor.
Hello, Paulson.
How are you, Stono?
How's everything with you?
Well,
That was a terrible thing, wasn't it?
cold-blooded murder. The Martins were poor, hard-working ranch folk. The raiders had no reason to kill them.
Reason? They don't need any reason. These bandits are like mad dogs. They strike at everybody without warning.
Well, I think we're about ready to put an end to all that now. Here's our petition, all signed.
Good work, Paul. Fine. Now maybe Washington will recognize us as a state.
I'm going to get this in the first mail so it'll reach Congress before they adjourn.
You're going to do better than that. You'll take it to Washington in person. You're leaving on this afternoon's stage. I'm paying your way. Best of luck, Paul.
Thanks for everything.
I think we've won our Pancho. Senor Stoneham, I have read enough. My heart, she boils with anger at this, but made them, senor. There is a little bit of good in most of us. There is a little bit of bad in all of us. Hey, Pancho. I got the whole business.
I hope you found what you wanted.
Si. Thank you, senor. Adios.
Goodbye.
Pancho, the army has imagined you like a wood tick. He won't leave us, eh? Hola, Sergeant. You are looking for someone?
Yeah, no, I mean, no.
Us to see everything we do.
I don't care what you do.
The Capitan would be very angry to hear you say that. You must come with us to the cantina and have the key, eh?
We'll even tell you some of the things we plan to do.
See, and I promise not to steal you, senorita.
Not for at least 15 minutes anyhow.
For 15 cents, I'd knock your head off.
Please do it, Sergeant. Then he will be like I call it, the headless horseman. Vámonos.
Come on, let's win.
Y ayer me dijo un mosquito muy chiquitito y muy coquetón. Ayer me dijo un mosquito muy chiquitito y muy coquetón. Me daba unos piquetitos que me llegaron al corazón. Me daba unos piquetitos que me llegaron al corazón. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Hola, hola, Rosita.
Ziv, I never expected to see.
Ah, Rosita, you draw men to you like prince to the lovely lady of your heart?
No.
Forgive him. A man in love, he's all...
It's all about.
It is simple, Rosita. Because of you, the army and the bandidos are amigos now.
Ah, don't I, Cisco?
See, that belt you are wearing, it is very pretty, eh, Pancho?
Yeah, well, it's too bad it got a broken ornament. Say, this is
A beautiful belt. Where did you get it, Rosita?
From a friend.
Such generosity could only come from the sergeant.
The sergeant does not give presents. I got it from Bill Brett.
That bullneck blacksmith.
Ah, Pancho. The sergeant is unhappy. Amuse him with your rope tricks, eh?
This little sequence. Keep your eye on top of the loop like this, eh? Yeah? Ah, you see that? Now, I show you a big trick. I learned on a rancho with many cattle with horns so long like this. Do you know how to put two oxen with horns so big in the same yoke?
No, and I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
No.
Then I'm going to show you anyhow. Now, put your arms out like that. Stick up your horns like that. First, you put the loop around the horn of one ox like that. Then you put the rope around the horn of the other ox like that, and you pull them together like this. Eh? Now, the oxes, they don't like the horns together, so you do this. You see? And that's the way the vaqueros make the two oxes work as one.
Pancho, you did the trick all wrong. This is the way the vaqueros...
Hey, wait a minute. you think you're doing? Hey, take it easy, will you? What is this?
I'm showing you how the trick is done.
Hey, let me loose. Let me loose. Let me come back here and let me loose.
That is not part of the trick.
Rosita, get a knife and cut me loose before anybody sees me like this.
Not until you buy me a present.
Oh, sure, anything. Just get a knife.
Sandals? Golden sandals you buy me?
Yes, gold. Golden sandals, huh? Sure. Sandals.
So, the blacksmith gives to Rosita the belt we saw in Harmon.
I did not take the belt from Harmon.
Ah, Pancho, you have the great willpower.
Gracias, Cisco. You know, sometimes I think 2 times before I make up my mind. Then you make it up for me.
Why are you worried about him, Brack? You just said the Army picked him up.
Yeah, but then they released him. That's what I don't understand. How do I find out what they're up to? Well, I don't think we'll have long to wait. I think you better drift, Duke.
Buenos dias, senor.
What can I do for you?
My horse, Diablo. He has a bad shoe.
There's nothing the matter with that enough to me.
Good is not good enough, senor. For Diablo, it must be perfect. He is a horse with a soul.
I thought the Army had you two locked up in jail.
Oh, that. The good sergeant wasn't too big a hurt.
The sergeant, he make a very big mistake. He think we are bandits. Can you imagine that?
But jails have a way of opening up for the honest people.
Oh, yeah?
Your voice says you think I lie.
Oh, you've got me all wrong, mister. I always mind my own business.
Bueno, then I would like to know if...
I know an hombre called Harmon.
That little Rosita, she talk too many.
What do you want with Harmon?
That is my business and his. Do you know where I can find him?
Nah, I don't keep track of every two-bit gunman on the border.
For that, I think Pete Harmon will cut off both your ears someday.
Oh, no, he won't. Not Pete Harmon.
Maybe you like to have it do by an expert. I cut the ears up close to the head. No scars. They look beautiful that way, I think.
Pretty tough customers, ain't you?
You're telling us.
How much do I owe you for looking at the shoe?
Ah, forget it. It's on the house.
Gracias. Vámonos, Pancho.
Vamos.
Adios. Now we know 2 of the men.
And Brack, and both Americanos.
This man, Brad, he's stuffed with much knowledge.
We will check it out of him, eh?
Not yet. For that, we are not ready.
That's the payoff.
Pancho, how many times have I told you never to level a gun at a friend?
You are one lucky fellow that he call you his friend.
I don't want to have any trouble with you, Sergeant. I have too great a respect for your uniform.
Cisco, this uniform isn't glued to me. Besides, you're not going to fight the Army. You're going to...
Pick up the Army coat.
Oh, come on, quit stalling. Let's fight.
couldn't have done better myself. No, I am the best in the whole...
Yes, the sergeant, when he wakes up.
See.
We better go now, Pancho.
Where am I?
You're still in the yard.
Hey, amigo, what are you doing? That is not rainwater.
No, that is not rainwater. This is the most expensive stuff I have around here. This is even more precious than gold.
To me, it must be more precious than gold. I love this perfume. Sometimes I use the carnation, sometimes I use the jockey club, but this one, I love the lily to the valley.
Well, I see them bandits are at it again.
Yes? What did they do this time?
Got Ed Paulson.
Oh, for goodness sake, Ed Paulson?
Yeah. Kill him in the stagecoach holdup.
Oh, that's terrible.
Worst part of it, Paulson was on his way to get married, it says. Give me a haircut.
Let me see the paper, please, senor.
You can have it.
Thank you. Pancho, I think we better take a bath. To you, maybe you smell good, but to me, you smell terrible. Vámonos. In there. For the bath, senor. The two of us, eh?
Thank you very much.
Well, there's two Mexican fellows that were just in.
Pancho, one big lie. Senor Paulson was not going to be married.
Maybe the newspaper make a mistake.
What is a lie but a mistake with a purpose?
Why does the newspaper want to tell a lie?
Because Paulson was carrying a petition to Washington.
And for this, people get killed?
See, Pancho. Mr. Stoneham did not want that petition to reach Washington. I think he has a lot to do with these Mexican bandits.
You mean you think that Stoneham is the head of the horse and Brack is the tail?
Pancho, you are a very smart fellow. I have an idea how to corral this horse. We take care of it first thing in the morning, eh?
Pull up, Tiro. Go behind that big rock.
Up here. Get on the coach. Ladies first. Otto. Put up your hands. Over here.
jewelry to my amigo.
Brother. The ring.
Senor, you go back there. Hey, amigo. How many times have I told you? From the beautiful senoritas you do not take, except maybe a kiss.
Hey, amigo. In all of us, in Nogales, in Piedras Negras and Casablanca, from the senorita we get many kisses. Sometimes more kisses than jewelry.
Eat my kisses. Speak for yourself, young woman. Never tell a bandit his business.
Bravo, senorita. Hey, to the your back ring. To these other one, you make her happy, eh?
Oh, you kiddo.
You know what I told you to do?
Hey. Hey. One. Sit down there. I've been held up 20 times. By amateurs, huh? You call Black Bart and Billy the Kid amateurs? Black Bart and Willie the Kid is just chicken feed. You don't think much of yourself, do you? Not as much as my amigo. You like to hear me tell how I killed that man in Sonora. Then I ride all night to kill his 6 cousins. I finally got an uncle in Cañon Diablo. And I ride to Cañon Diablo and... tell it to your grandmother. Please do not interrupt. The last time an hombre tell me to tell it to my grandmother, I killed him dead 3 times. One time for my grandmother, one time for my grandfather, and one time for myself.
Senor, go lock the door and bring me the key. Come in here, senor. It is not your money I wish, only your knowledge. You will get the type ready. I will tell you what to print.
I only take orders from the boss.
I am the boss. Go on. Now we start. Put it in the big head letters. Mexican bandits strike again.
No, you are a pretty lucky young lady. You are such a pretty palomino. That's why I gave you back your ring.
How about my ring and my watch?
Yeah, that I'm going to think about. You know, I don't like to take your things, but that's my business.
Look, that watch of mine is a keepsake.
All right, I keep it.
This terrible menace must stop.
Your voice is different, but you sure got the boss's style. Sounds like the words come right out of him.
A compliment to treasure, senor. And now you'll run off a copy quickly.
Listen.
Good. Quickly.
It's only one, the fellow that calls himself Cisco.
Cisco. Open this door. Unlock this door. Open this door. Unlock this door.
There's a copy of the story he made me print about it. You want me to go to the fort and report this to Captain Lewis?
I don't want you to mention this to a soul. You understand?
Oh, you can trust me, Mr. Stoneham.
Good. Now you go home and stay there till I send for you.
Yes, sir.
And that was the story of my mother-in-law.
You've been very entertaining, Mr. Bandit. But are you going to keep us here all night?
Is that bad? One time I kept my guests here 4 days. Hasta luego, amigos. Come see me again sometime. Adios.
Oh, Stoneham. Say, what's this about the stage being held up again?
Not only that, I've been robbed too.
I have do everything you want me to do.
Look at these bandits. Wouldn't be able to identify them.
That's right.
How much money did you have in this cash box?
Why, not very much. About $50.
I think I know who did it.
What's going on in there?
Stoneham, he's telling the sergeant he has been robbed, but he's not saying what has been taken from his safe.
But you can't hear what they say over there from over here.
I have ears in my mind, amigo. I took from his safe all the things that the banditos have been stealing. I do not think Stoneham would be talking about this.
I understand what you say, but I don't know what you mean.
I'll send word to Captain Lewis immediately. The next time you see me, I'll have your money back for you.
I hope so. Just what do you think you're up to, Stoneham? I don't like double-crossers. And I don't like your manner nor your words. Look, I didn't do this stagecoach job, but I want to know who did. There wasn't any stagecoach holdup at all. The Cisco Kid made me print that story at the point of a gun. You don't expect me to swallow that. It's the truth. You know, we were doing pretty good, Stoneham. You and me. My boys were doing the jobs, and you were writing the cover-up stuff. Now, if you were through, why didn't you say so? But I'm not through. Well, me and the boys are. Open up the safe. I'll take our cut of the stuff now. I can't give it to you. Cisco stole it. He took it all. Every bit. Stop trying to make a sucker out of me. I heard you tell the sergeant you were robbed of only $50. I couldn't afford to let the Army know what I had in the safe, could I? The more you talk, the less I believe you. You ain't putting anything over on me. Now, I'm warning you, Stoneham. You'll never leave this town alive until I get my cut of that money.
friendship look like the other end of a perfect day in Krasne.
We were held up just outside of town.
I was robbed of all my money.
Me too, but I...
Two. Mexican? Yeah. One of them riding a Pinto and one a Palomino.
That's right, but how did you know?
Lady, I looked into my crystal ball.
But let me tell you something. After this experience, I'm going to cut out selling brushes any farther west than Independence, Missouri. Let's get to our horses quickly.
There we go, Lieutenant.
Forward, half left, hold!
Good evening, Senor Beck. What are you doing here?
When a man wants to see a friend, he comes to his house.
Oh, I suppose Stone sent you here to try and square things with me.
Nobody sent me here to swear anything. I came here to make it easy. Sit down. Sit down. I learned all about your whole setup. Pete Harmon told me in El Paso.
That sounds all right. But before we talk any deal, what about the stuff Storm said you took out of his safe? That was half mine.
You cannot believe everything he says. He's a very greedy fellow. Maybe he wanted to keep it all.
I think maybe you're right about that, Cisco. What's your proposition?
I take Harmon's place. We split 50-50. Bueno?
That's a deal.
I will tell you. I have a job, what you call it, is a bonanza. It will make us both rich. I need help.
Well, what about your pal Pancho?
Poor Pancho. He's a great caballero. But today, his horse went lame when the soldiers were chasing us and they caught him. Anyway, I need many men. Everyone you can lay your hands on.
I'll take care of that. Come on. But I'm warning you, Cisco. You better be on the level.
Cisco is always on the level.
Who is it? Me. Right.
Have to bend down your horse, Cisco.
What's the idea of bringing that hombre here? You looking for trouble?
I never look for trouble, Duke.
But when trouble comes looking for me, I meet it my own way.
Look, open up, Brack. My neck's in this, too.
I had him all wrong. He's not with the Army. Besides, I think he's got everything that was in Stoneham safe. Anyway, he's a dead hombre, whichever way the wind blows.
Where's Cisco?
Don't you start that now. The sergeant's better know.
The sergeant is an noble man. Cisco is the one who's got the black heart.
Fine thing coming from his best friend.
Best friend. Cisco don't got no friend. It's the killer I want. He robs and steals and keeps everything for...
He's not so bad.
Rosita, if you know what he's up to, tomorrow at noon when the sun is high, he plans to rob those poor miners.
Which miners?
The ones in the mountains who send their gold to the stamp mill.
Why aren't you with him?
No, he's too big now for poor Pancho. His one-time friend. How I wish that army would be there to meet him at Lopez Rocks.
You should not say such things. I like Cisco.
I like Cisco. You are just the same as Dolores, Carmen, Luisa, Maria, and all the rest. They make a fool of you.
Nobody makes a fool out of Rosita.
You all say, bravo, Cisco. And then you find out the golden sun.
You mean he promises them all golden sandals?
Yes, and the little fool, they believe him, and all the time he's singing about his beautiful wife at home. Hey, but that is Cisco. He give all the women the double-up cross.
Go give Sergeant McNulty quickly. Tell him I want to talk to him about Cisco. It's very important.
Yes, Rosita.
What do you want?
You. You are coming with me, senor. You go out the back way.
Caramba! I think I make one fine Mexican bandit. You lead the way, Cisco. It's your party. Gracias.
You know, Brack, when the palm of your hand itches, it means money. When your trigger finger itches, it means...
Are you superstitious, Cisco?
See, I never wink at a cross-eyed woman. And in a hold-up, it is never luck for me until I shoot the driver.
Yeah, before he shoots you.
After he shoots me, it is hard luck.
That's funny. Only one wagon.
The gold is heavy. 4 horses. Very smart of them to send only one wagon and no guards, eh?
All right. Your shot, Cisco. driver out of the wagon.
What the hell?
Everybody line up and face it. Hold on.
What's the meaning of this, Cisco?
Means I set the trap and caught the bandits just as Sergeant McNulty planned.
Sergeant McNulty. Yes, sir? Is this your idea, Sergeant?
Well, I have a bigger surprise for you, Capitan. Just one moment, please.
Brack, see, and the others, all Americanos, every one of them.
Brack is the head of this gang.
No, he ain't the head. He's only the tail. I got the head in the wagon. I show you.
All of you, move over there, pronto.
I am very, very comfortable, Capitan. Sometimes silence is golden, but maybe he's dead.
Stone him. This is hard to believe.
Seeing is believing. Here is the proof.
What about the holdup you and Pancho pulled yesterday? Was that also part of your plan?
See, sometimes plans are put together to discover other plans. Hey, Sergeant, show the Capitan the other part of our plan. The stuff from the stagecoach in your saddlebag.
You know, Cisco, I got many things.
What's the trouble now, Pancho?
I don't understand how a warm-blooded caballero like you can leave a beautiful, barefooted senorita like Rosita to that rocking horse sergeant.
You know better, Pancho. We never take anything from a man unless we give it back.
Thank you for telling me.
Don't mention it.
No, I won't tell nobody.